What is up, my friends? Welcome back to another episode of the Hippo Film Club. I'm your host, Hippo, and today we're going to be watching Ben 10 Race Against Time. I was a big Ben 10 kid growing up. I had the toy watch, action figures. I was seated every evening that show aired. So imagine how excited I was that this movie existed. I still remember those trailers.
Can Ben stop this new enemy before Gwen, Grandpa Max, and all of Bellwood feel his wrath? Come on! Premiering November 21st at 8 p.m.
It was everything to elementary school me. I loved it. I was also mad I didn't get to audition. Ben 10 Race Against Time opens rather boldly, with the big bad destroying a wooden sign. Hey, yo, fuck that sign. Like, why did he do that? He did that for us. But then he breaks into a store, which of course is for him. Ben shows up as Heat Blast, and already I gotta say how bad he looks. I get that it's an old movie and a made-for-TV one at that, but I mean, come on. This came out the same year as Spider-Man 3. I can look past bad CGI, though, if there's other good stuff going on, like, I don't know, good action. After this editing disaster, Ben fucking murders him. I find this so funny because in the original series, they take such care to never have Ben blast fire at people. It's robots, area control, or Vilgax. He doesn't just murder his villains. Like, Dr. Animo and Zombozo are scampering around for a reason, but like, okay.
Knew I should have bought those asbestos seat covers when I had the chance.
No, Max, you're actually very lucky that you didn't.
Also, Heat Blast sounds terrible. In the film, he's not voiced by Steve Blum, which was a mistake.
This is the part where you tell me your name, what your evil intentions are, yada yada.
I will never, ever understand the insistence on not casting actual voice actors when movies are made. Like, why does Keanu Reeves voice Shadow the Hedgehog?
Tell me your name, what your evil intentions are.
Go, Ben, you just torched the whole town.
Oops.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. The guy I was fighting isn't, though.
Yeah, he isn't okay. You killed him in cold blood, not even at COVID distance. You made eye contact as you burned him alive, you sick fuck. Wait. And stuck itself upon his wrist with secrets that it hid. Sorry, y'all, copyright. Goated remix of the show's intro. This shit hit like crack the first time we heard it. The film takes place after the series is ended, the start of Ben going back to school once summer is over.
Heat Blast, the superhero, in Bellwood? No way.
Actually, I heard he was Heat Blast too. He's pretty cool, isn't he?
Wow, Ben has no riz.
Ben, come on. These are for the yearbook.
Can I borrow your notes for that Lincoln quiz in Harrison's class?
Sorry, cuz. Those aliens you turn into? Can't help you here.
Well, gray matter can. Also, why is there a quiz on the first day? Why is Gwen already a yearbook staff and taking pictures for the yearbook on the first day? That's not how first days at school work. Gwen also never calls Ben cuz in the show, but she's called him cuz like 4 times in 5 minutes. Is she gonna call Ben's dad Unc?
Sorry, cuz.
It's established in the start of the show that Ben and Gwen go to different schools, and as such, in the finale, when Gwen is at his school, it's clarified that Gwen's parents moved to Bellwood for a new job, but here it's proposed as if they always shared a school. Ben 10 Race Against Time was directed by Alex Winter, the guy from Bill and Ted, and very fun coincidence, Alex Winter and Dwayne McDuffie went to film school together. As fans of Ben 10, we're going to say rest in peace to one of the goats of contributions to geek culture, and we're going to take a moment of silence for Dwayne McDuffie. For those who don't know about Dwayne McDuffie's contributions, he was a major part of getting minorities representation in early comics. He created Static Shock and went on to become a pivotal writer, story editor, and producer for Ben 10 Alien Force and Ultimate Alien. His last writing credit posthumously was the premiere episode of Omniverse. Rest in peace to the GOAT. I know that was a little sad and out of the way, but I felt like I couldn't bring up Dwayne McDuffie or even make a video about Ben 10 without shouting out one of my favorite figures in comic book history. Now, back to the video. I'll say before I go too much further that I do believe Alex Winter cared about what he was making and wanted to please Ben 10 fans. I also think he's incredibly talented, and again, I have a massive soft spot for this movie from nostalgia, but let's just review some things Alex Winter said about this movie at the 2007 Cartoon Network Upfront presentation. I want this thing to look like X-Men, an epic adventure that will be more cinematic than cartoony and appeal to all ages. In response to worries about CGI, he confirms that CG effects and characters will be used, but promises the film will feature, quote, no Jar Jar. I want this thing to look like X-Men. Yeah, buddy, we all do, but it didn't. Are you trying to claim that this looks better than Jar Jar? Because it doesn't. Yes, I understand it's a made-for-TV movie, but I'm not being unfair. If you don't want your shitty CGI to be criticized, don't say shit like, I want it to look like X-Men, and then dunk on Star Wars, all the while damn well knowing you're making a 4TV children's film. Like, I'm sorry, but let's be realistic. He also claims it would be, quote, everything you've ever seen in Ben 10 come to life, which almost pisses me off. The movie has 4 aliens. 4! Let alone Ben's aliens. No Vilgax, no Animo, no Forever Knights, no Hex, no Charmcaster, Null Void. I think it's fine that the film has an original villain, but when you say everything you've ever seen, I at least expect not less than half of the OG 10 aliens or any of the show's further supporting cast or antagonists. Oh wait, no, sorry, of course, we can't forget Cash and JT. It's all okay because Cash and JT are here. I'm also fairly certain that Cash is not meant to be white, but I don't know. Wow, Ben nailed the principal. Detention time, buddy. Oh my god, his mom is the lady from The Dog with the Blog.
Mom, Dad, it was just gum.
Okay, Ben, it's Sandra and Carl.
Yeah, his parents are dweebs, so he rushes over to whine to Grandpa Max.
The kids at school, Mom, Dad, heck, the whole town has no clue who I am ever since I found this.
So you think they'll like you better if they know you're a hero?
Well, yeah.
Well, you might be right.
Okay, that was actually pretty funny, but we don't have time for Max's terrible comfort. The villain, Eon, is actually not dead. Ben's hands are clean by pure luck. We still have no idea what Eon's deal is, though. Back to school, Ben wants to join the talent show, and he needs to flex on some fine shit.
Hello, what do you do? And put that away.
Wow, Glenn came in so clutch there. Now feels like a good time to say that Ben and Gwen are played by Graham Phillips and Haley Ram, and they're still both working today and have become not bad at acting. You may know Haley Ram from Without a Trace or Light as a Feather, and you may know Graham Phillips from the video game Spider-Man 2, Atypical, The Good Wife, or from Blockers.
Alright, you tell your son about your sex games with your wife?
Yeah. We're gonna christen every corner of this room. When we're done, let's FaceTime my parents.
Yep, that's Ben 10 now. Feel old yet? By the way, if you haven't seen Blockers, please do yourself the favor of watching it. It might be one of the funniest movies of all time.
Hey, Mitchell, you're being a fucking perv, dude. Don't look.
We locked eyes and then he finished.
I also have to point out that Graham Phillips is Harry Osborn in Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man is voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, who voices Ben 10 in Alien Force, Ultimate Alien, and Omniverse. So that's pretty cool. After school, he's all mad at Cash and JT, so he's like, I'm gonna murder them as forearms. But again, lucky Ben being saved from his own bloodlust by the watch choosing gray matter. Oh my fucking god, here it is.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so Gray Matter also does not use his show's voice actor, and he sounds...
I can work with this. My dirty face. Awesome!
Of course, Forearms was a dog-ass choice for this situation, and getting Gray Matter allows him to do this.
You totally just scream like a girl. I am a girl. You totally just scream like a boy.
Wait, I love that, yes. Challenge the gender norms. Call out Ben on his misogyny.
Can you focus it?
Not on this software.
I'm overriding the mainframe. Computer, activate self-coding while I slide my hands around the keyboard mindlessly.
Right is.
Oh my god, it's Eon in the picture.
What's in your hand?
That's octopus. It's good for your teeth.
Wait, is octopus actually good for your teeth? Let me Google this. Oh, yeah, it's a good source of phosphorus, magnesium, and calcium. Phosphorus is important for bone and teeth strength. Thanks for the info, Grandpa Max.
This guy's toilet?
Not those plumbers. The plumbers, secret ones who on aliens. Grandpa used to work for them.
Having Ben forget who the plumbers are so they can exposit what the plumbers are is lame. We learn that Eon needs the MacGuffin to go home. I mean, the
Hands of Armageddon.
After this, they go meet up with some other plumbers, and they're like all locals. This lady works at the diner that Gray Matter trashed. This guy's the mailman.
That was sure some ice cream party Gray Matter threw those kids.
Wait, how does she know he's called Gray Matter?
Principal White?
Sorry about that detention the other day, Ben. I'm gonna blow my cover.
What? How the fuck would not giving him detention blow your cover as an alien hunter? That doesn't make any sense. No time to think about that, though, as Eon attacks the base and the plumbers swing into action, grabbing an identical set of the most boring gray guns they could have come up with. Remember that moment at Mount Rushmore in the show when Max is opening shelf after shelf and we get to see all these cool, funky weapons? Well, here you get 5 gray guns. Ben is about to go hero until Eon just kind of grabs him and does some purple. So Ben races away on a bike.
Hey guys, Alex Winter here, star of Bill and Ted and director of Ben 10 Race Against Time and Alien Swarm. I just want to let everyone know that this movie is going to bring everything you love about Ben 10 onto the big screen, such as Ben going to school, Ben murdering people point blank, making it so he can't turn into aliens, his parents begging him to call him by their first names, Ben running away on a bike, all of it. All the stuff that you Ben 10 fans love.
You learn that Eon needs the Omnitrix to power the hands of Armageddon because of course he does, so Ben is even less safe than we believed.
We want to get you away from the town. It's for your own safety.
I'm not running away.
Well, I mean, you just did. We get a sweet moment between Ben and Max that is instantly upended by Ben being misogynistic again.
Gee, that sounds like something an assistant does. Girls are assistants.
That misogyny, though, is instantly upended again by Eon attacking Ben at school. What is that run? We get our third alien appearance, Diamond Head, and he gets a whopping minute of screen time before Eon runs away and Ben turns back off screen. Solid. Why doesn't Eon use these time powers on Ben? We see him manipulate time to the extent that he can pick and choose where it's manipulated and how fast. He can levitate people, shoot massive orbs of energy. This guy is like Doctor Strange to your power level, yet every time he fights Ben, he just wants to punch him. This is probably why Eon is a complete pushover joke that gets curb stomped by Ben in Omniverse.
An Ultimate Alien.
Later that night, they try to trap Eon at the park, but he just fucking blows up the rust bucket. This is totally me when the mobile home I live in and have spent millions upgrading with alien tech and have had for most of my life explodes in front of me and my grandchildren. Eon kidnaps our main trio, and then he just stands around and waits for them to wake up, I guess. Look at the way he shoots Grandpa Max. What the fuck is this guy doing? He's so powerful, and every time he has a chance to succeed, he just turns into a tickle monster. But then the big reveal happens. Eon is Ben, and then he inhabits Ben through the Omnitrix. I actually mess with that idea heavy, an alien knowing how to insert its own DNA into the Omnitrix and taking Ben's body. Too bad Eon is just a middle-aged man. There will be absolutely no Jar Jar, guys, just good CGI.
Yes, I'm going to kill you, Gwen. My plans are finally about to come to fruition. But first, I need to menacingly walk at you for a minute straight while I throw shots in your general direction and purposefully miss, so that I can kill you with my hands. Because I'm a hand-to-hand combatant, if you didn't know.
This is the end for you, Gwen Tennyson.
No, but it's a permanent detention for you.
God, these plumbers are terrible at their job. Hello?
Of all the things I've done in my life, I'm the most proud of you, my grandson.
Damn, Gwen is right there, Max, but okay. Oh shit, Eon's not gone yet. He time freezes everybody with ease, except Ben, so he can push Ben. No time to think about that, though. We got Wild Mutt, who I do think looks better than Heat Blast and Diamond Hood, though his head shape is off. I can't exactly put my finger on it. Gray Matter looks the best, Probably just because his design has a lot less small, complex detailing work needed. Now, even though Wildmutt's design is a tad better than some of the other aliens, I think he looks the most like he's not there. Look at the way his feet slam the ground as he runs. It's just so clear that he's not actually there. Whereas, like, at least with Heat Blast, as ugly as he is, it looks like he's standing in the street. Anyways, he finally fulfilled his actions he tried to do at the start of the movie and kills himself. Kills Eon.
No! It's not my time!
Well, maybe freeze time so Ben can't do that? I don't know, man. You're just a moronic chud. One more thing to take care of. The talent show. Ben hasn't transformed back from Wildmutt, so they use it as their act, which I think is actually a really fun way to end this movie. But yeah, that's Ben 10 Race Against Time. It's cute, it has its charm, but I say as someone who truly loves Ben 10 so much and loved this movie growing up, we deserved better. As kids, we accepted slop. The theatrical Ben 10 movies need to start happening. Now, if y'all enjoyed this, make sure to drop a like and a sub. If I get enough of a positive response in the comments, I may even do a video on Alien Swarm as well. I also want to give a massive shout out to my members, Kat McKee and McSnickerbottom. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. It means so much. Other than that, have a great day or night. Hippo out.